In 1963, John and Michelle Phillips were part of the group The New Journeymen. They were living in New York at the time, and it was a particularly cruel winter. John began work on a song that reflected his yearning to return to an idyllic and safe version of California, in contrast to living on the frigid East Coast. He shared it with Michelle, who helped him also work on the piece. They eventually began working with producer Lou Adler, who was introduced to them by Barry McGuire. One of the songs they gave Barry was that song they were working on, which was California Dreamin'. The pair sang backup on the track, which would appear on Barry's album This Precious Time. Adler was impressed by the backing vocals and decided to re-record it with just them. This version would be released as a single with the group's new name, the Mamas and the Papas. When initially released, it didn't make much of an impact. Radio stations simply weren't playing it. Oddly enough, a station in Boston would bring attention to it, and from there, it would spread like wildfire and send the track into the charts. It came to define the California sound of the late 60s, as well as the sound of the Mamas and the Papas. Countless artists would cover the track, most notably the Beach Boys and Jose Feliciano. The Beach Boys version has recently gained attention from its use in Stranger Things. This would be the version I probably listened to the most, as my family had this particular album on CD, and it almost never left our family car. It always makes me think of spending Saturdays with my mom, driving around in Kansas City and just talking. The Feliciano version would appear in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood as dusk fell upon Los Angeles and the neon signage began to come on. For many, the song became the poetry of their souls, in that it spoke to the hope that better times were ahead. That bad times, like bad weather, would come but eventually go, and that maybe, just beyond the horizon, was warmth and love. It's also tragic in a way, that this fantasy is just that, a dream that isn't reachable. It reminds me in a way of the Wave speech from Hunter S. Thompson's Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. San Francisco in the middle 60s was a very special time and place to be a part of, but no explanation, no mix of words or music or memories can touch that sense of knowing that you were there and alive, in that corner of time in the world, whatever it meant. There was madness in any direction, at any hour. You could strike sparks anywhere. There was this fantastic, universal sense that whatever we were doing was right, that we were winning. And that, I think, was the handle. That sense of inevitable victory over the forces of old and evil. Not in any mean or military sense. We didn't need that. Our energy would simply prevail. We had all the momentum. We were riding the crest of a high and beautiful wave. So now, less than 5 years later, you can go up on a steep hill in Las Vegas and look west. And with the right kind of eyes, you can almost see the high water mark. That place where the wave finally broke, rolled back. What do you think about this song? Let me know in the comments below. The content on this channel is made possible from viewers like you. Help the channel grow by supporting me on Ko-fi, which you can find a link to below. You can also help by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you guys next time.